Okay, what do you guys need?
Ah, you're just riding on your father's coattails.
Does this seem like the time or place to be having this kind of conversation? Get yourself to safety first and then quarrel.
You slander my honor, sir. I demand a duel.
Okay, get her over and done with so everyone else can go back.
This is no business of yours. Be gone.
Now, Nara, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough.
Okay, hurry up.
Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task?
I will. Ask the reason for the duel.
This knave dared to
Could you
slight
be more
my honor.
specific?
He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again.
Okay.
It was your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
Fair, fair. I will
You
bear
have my
witness.
gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further.
Everyone else is waiting for the duel.
Have at you!
Okay, off you go. I can't really say who's doing what because it's really dark and I don't want to waste my lantern fuel. But make it quick. I don't really care who wins. Preferably the female whose name I don't quite recall. And not Scario, because that was a bit of a rude thing to say, but just don't take all day.
Caution, cowardice, or a hair's breadth apart.
Ooh. Press your advantage.
There's something strange about the way time passes here.
Shh.
It would seem this is no longer
wanna
the
hear
world we know.
Is there no way to return things to how they were before?
Where are they going?
I admit it. I underestimated your skill.
Sucker.
The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory.
Nabra.
You
Nabra?
fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen
After
some
you beat the
sense.
shit out of each other.
Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems
Indeed.
some things can only be resolved by crossing blades.
Indeed. More's the
But I
pity.
doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
I think it must be actual nighttime because
Was a
it's
pleasure.
especially hard to see. Shh! No one asked for your opinion.
Oi! I saw it first.
Interrupt the Pathfinder.
Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
Guys.
Twill near get done if I stand around.
Sorry, who's arguing? You two.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it.
Neither of you are in the wrong.
If that's what you think, why don't you...
All right, clear off. Pretty work.
Okay.
That's it. I've had in...
That's quite enough.
What am I supposed to do?
Stop this, father!
Have some quince.
Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks.
She just assumes.
I'm starved.
Aw. Just look at that.
Hey, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait,
Oh my god.
you shared your food with them. Thank you, sir.
Thank god I thought to
As for
interact
you,
with
Nomos.
the kids.
It would seem we were both but looking out for our children, hey?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
True that.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture.
Well, so it
Just goes to
should.
show.
It's not a
We are
racial
none of us
trait.
so different.
Okay, what have we got over
That
here?
was certainly worthwhile.
It certainly was.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Jesus, guys. That's just... Guys!
Oi, you! Don't go... Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
So I'm just supposed to... Ah!
Scared? Not on
Excuse
your
me?
life. Not a chance.
My head hurts
Plan to
just
roll
thinking
over
about
from
it.
here, then.
What am I supposed to do?
This is where I fall.
Mark my words.
You'll get what's coming to you.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine.
That's what I'm supposed to
set our
do.
squabble aside for today.
Jesus.
So bother us no
I was also
more.
afraid of hitting civilians. Good grief.
Things appear to have quieted down around the city. Shall we bring word of our doings to Sir Manella?
What about the cart? The ox,
Right
the
you are.
people up by the ox cart. We haven't fixed that problem. I don't know how to fix this problem, to be honest. Oh well, Manella's here. It seems like they've sorted their differences.
Sir Arisen. In less pressing circumstances, I would take issue with your methods. But I
Violence
cannot deny
was
your
required on
efforts.
2 fronts.
The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. At the very least, we need not accept
Oh shit, we have to
too
go to
much
Rest
opposition
Town.
the announcement.
I don't have a fast way of getting to Rest Town because the ox carts aren't functioning. Fuck.
Pray, return to Empress
Shit,
Nadinia
shit.
and apprise her
what?
of your doings.
Okay.
I must remain
You
here
can
to inform
return.
no further
You
squabbles
insinuate that I
arise.
came
Heavens
from
only
her.
know how many lives you have saved this day. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
I just want an A+ for evacuating everybody, but I don't see
What
it
say we
happening.
report back to Empress Nadinia?
Why
Her
are you saying
Majesty ought to be
back?
willing to commence the evacuation.
I never
now.
spoke to her in the first place.
By your leave.
Heal me, bro. Oh, everyone's at such terrible health
You
levels.
are in need of
Far
healing.
out.
Allow me. Wait a moment.
How's the map looking? Not good, not good, not good. Where is... Ah, zoom out. Zooming out would help, indeed. Oh, fuck. Who's gonna get to Rest Town? It's still... You know how long it would take to get there? Oh my god. I didn't even think about Rest Town. I was just thinking of capital cities. And then we started going to the small towns and it's like, oh yeah, we need to evacuate them too. And like, but the Rest Town. Put some clothes on. I already told you. None of that is going to protect you from blows with a
magic
sword.
research lab, even among the Batali.
Wait, where is she? She's back by the poor crystal?
Indeed. And the research...
What? No. No. I don't know what that is.
Are as tight-lipped as
That's
they
not my
come.
problem.
It is all very secretive. I wonder what the citizenry make of it.
Where is she? I've never actually visited her in here. I've actually never been in this passage. Actually, that's not true. We went and saw her over here earlier when we did the quest for her to save her life.
Her Majesty has begun her supplication.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass.
Time is pressing.
Come hither.
Speed it up.
We would speak with you.
Speed it up, love. The world is at the end.
One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles.
It's weird that I've had nothing to do with you.
You have our gratitude for your efforts, which have doubtless bettered the fate of this nation and its citizenry. Your journey continues, does it not? We wish you good fortune on your travels, wheresoe'er they may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time
I never
is
put a
upon
port
us.
crystal
I
at
would see you prepared
Rest
for the
Town
road
because
ahead.
I didn't have that many. I never really had a spare. And you just take a cart there.
Indeed.
Shit.
Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
There's probably a port crystal somewhere. Now that I found one at the Sacred Arbor, there is probably one there.
Back Batal and the
The
rest
Guardian.
town are now safely
Led people to
evacuated.
safety in the unmoored. Oh, is that everybody?
I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the
Is that
peace.
everybody? If I got that, if I
That
got
was
that,
certainly worthwhile.
if
You
I
there.
got that, am I done? No way. I don't really need to do this just yet. I'm waiting for it to poll. Does that mean we're done? I can go back. We're done. According to this, I still feel like I should go via Rest Town. Who would even lead the people of Rest Town to safety? I feel like I should look this up. It's such a waste of time to go all the way out there just to find out that it's not needed. Actually on the side, it says I still have the quest here. No, it says I've completed it. It says it's completed. It looks like the 5 I did were all that is required. So I am indoors. I am indoors. Let me not be indoors. I very much want to rest before this final battle, assuming this is the final battle. What is on my map, honestly? What is this? I don't know what that is. I'm going to ignore it. Probably a bad idea, but I'm going to ignore it. Okay. I want to rest before I do the final battle, so... yeah. I don't know if I'll have time though with the problem.
We seem to have a ride without issue. But are we safe
like,
here?
that looks pretty bad to me. I'm just gonna save and then rest and pray. Okay, everyone seems to be here. Hold on. Should I be talking to people? Apothecary. Where is anybody?
During my time with Lord Phaesus, I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master.
Are any of the leaders present to talk to?
I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share.
Oh, wait.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have...
If I'm right in thinking you've a mind to put an end to all of this...
Lamonda's here!
Then you'd best get to it. Don't let me keep you.
Lamonda's here! This mother trucker said he wasn't coming, yet he's here. Liar! Don't lie to me like that. Nah. Some random merchant. I feel like I'm missing a lot of people.
You really won't want to miss.
I don't know who you are. Oh, Luz.
By mortal will is this world shaped, and so by mortal will alone can its fate be changed.
Is there some, like, rousing speech? Hold up. Some rousing speech that can be had by some people? Oracle's Retreat. Wave-swept dwelling, which is where I can rest. Pawn Guild. I'm not seeing much of anything. Although I know where the elves are, because it'd be where I put the cutting.
We'll have our chance.
There's nothing much happening here. Hi. Hugo!
Believe you me.
Oh my god,
I'd
Hugo's
be running
alive.
for the door if I thought it'd do me any good.
Nice work, Hugo. Good job evacuating. Okay, well he's kind of just here with nobody. Awkward. Really awkward. Who's this?
I have naught but the
Brent!
staunchest faith that you will
It's so
return
hard to
to
see.
us in triumph.
You know what? Let's just do this. There we go. Now I can see people's faces. Okay, so I kind of need to talk to everybody.
Might you be looking to enlist?
No, and I don't know you. I don't know you either.
Any interesting tidings?
Okay. It's all of you. There's an ox cart here. This is the lady.
I shall do what little I can to safeguard this place of refuge, that it might hold out e'en a moment longer.
Who's inside? Oh. We have a grand stone. I think we're alright. I don't think we need that. Hello?
No idle chatter during missions, sir.
Oh, yeah, sure. Fair. Okay. You look like a group of idiots. What's up here? A better view of the clusterfuck waiting to unfold. Yeah, it sounds about right. Oh, these are literally just battlements. I don't know you.
Of all the
Madden!
places left to us, I should think we are safest here.
I'm glad you evacuated.
That is hardly a comfort.
I don't even have your maester skill because I didn't do anything with you. Rip. I never even got to play sorcerer or mage or anything. Kind of disappointed about that. Where are these bloody back battalions? Or just battalions in general, for that matter. Okay, We're going to go find where we put the cutting. Was it down here? I think it was this way. No, that's my room.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I
don't
am by
remember
your
where
side.
it was, guys. I can't go visit the elves. That just looks like we're leaving. I don't remember where we took the cutting. I'm sure they're safe and sound wherever the hell they are. I genuinely have no clue where the tree is. Does anybody remember where we put it? Oh, it's over here. I'm not even in the right spot.
Since times of old.
Hey, the Dragon Forged. I have so much crystal. Would you like it?
Remember, draconic blood flows through the vein.
Oh, I'm making. No, I'm not an archer. Do they use the arrows? If I were to get an archer as my pawn, do pawns use special ammunition? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that they don't. That seems abundantly unlikely. I might actually do that. I will get more of those, yes. And I will have to get a new pawn. Are these better than what I currently am using? Oh my god, you're gonna stifle my magic like that? Ugh. Rough. Holy shit! I mean, strength doesn't really help you at all. But your magic goes up exponentially. Yeah. Absolutely. Can you enhance his? Damn. Oh no, I can. Equipment must be fully enhanced before... I need to find somebody else to enhance it.
Then I bid ye farewell.
I see. I don't know where the vendors are.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too
Where
much
are
lighter.
actual vendors in
I
this
quite
place?
agree.
I don't know where the vendors are. How do I get... Oh, it's down. Oh my god, I'm so lost. This place sucks to navigate. That's gonna hurt. Can't I go through here? How do I don't understand! How the fuck do I get across? There's literally a fucking path. What is this bullshit? How do I get here? Why is it so hard? I just want to see the elves who I think are up there. I'm so fucking lost. It's really pissing me off right now. I don't have the time or the patience for this. You've put me on a fucking timer. I'm trying to abide by your stupid arbitrary timer. And you have shitty navigation skills. I can't see anything to navigate.
You are an impatient one, Arisen.
It's
Let us endeavor to keep
fucking
up,
black.
though we are less fleet of foot.
Get up here and yeet off the goddamn balcony. Is this it? But I've been this way before, so why is the path not here? Oh god, there's a lot of people here. Oh fine, stop carrying on about my goddamn lantern. Oh, well... Courtesans are here. There's no one to really talk to. I don't know any of these people. I recognize some of the courtesans, but that's about it. Sad that I recognize the courtesans.
Good day, sir.
I don't know you.
Seems familiar.
Do I know you?
It is far too rowdy.
Walter! I didn't even see you, Walter. I apologize profusely. Wilhelmina.
I'd be glad
no,
to
I don't care about you. Wilhelmina. 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 Shame I couldn't romance you.
It is not as if these walls will be our salvation.
They could be. A bit of positivity wouldn't kill you. Here.
What's got you in such a good mood?
Oh my god, you're alive.
One day I'm going to have proper raiment.
I wish we could have done something with your brother, but alas.
While you're here,
Not
spare a
it.
kind word for Ulrika.
Where is she?
She's been longing to see you.
Can you point me in her direction? I don't know where she is, man. Taliesin? I do not speak that. Where's your little sproutling? I don't know where I put the damn thing. I feel like it was over here somewhere, but it doesn't look right. Totally thought that was a person, and I was like, what? Where are your kids? I still don't know where the sproutling is. Anyway. No, I don't want to go to you just yet. I want to rest. Ulrika. You're not. Who are you?
You are expected to act with.
I do not know who you are. Thankfully.
Oh dear.
God, there are so many people in this part of town. You said I don't need to see Ulrika, but I don't know where Ulrika is. Wait, there's a hall up here? Holy shit, let's leave. There's too many people here. And the whole lanterns on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. It sounds weird. Okay, well I can't speak with Ulrika. She can't even thank me for getting her to safety and saving her life. Rude. Okay, anyway, abandon everything. We need to figure out how the hell to get back to here. I'm tempted just to use a port crystal to get to there, honestly.
All the same.
Okay, I mean, no, we just jumped down. Let's stay down, please. Right, let's get some shut-eye. I don't know what direction that's in. Left. Because I think I've done all I can. It's time to do the final boss, I guess. Let's just save beforehand, even though it won't save here. It's such a silly thing to do. Okay, well. Oh, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? I want to get this arrow out. How do I find an arrow? There's no ammunition. Valuables? Materials? Implements? I'm making arrow. Explosive arrow. Tarring, drenching, blighting. Okay. Okay. Now where was that massive stone we saw? So I can try and get an archer. On the right, okay. Left and then right. I knew what I meant. I'm sorry, Nephilim. It's going to be you. I need my strong soldier. Oh, I don't even have that much CP, whatever it is, left. There it is. Okay, I'm leveling what again? 49. Oh, she's my stronger person. Ugh. That's awkward. That's real awkward. Wait, what level is Sarah? 46. So I have a higher than 46 warrior, like I do right there in Faircrest. Calm though. Strong archer. Look for strong archer. Yeah, I got a 49 warrior here.
I have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance
She's a
your
kind-hearted
equipment.
forager. Useless. Level 40 archer. That's useless to me. But archer overall is probably going to be good. Seriously? That's it? One archer? One archer? And the whole damn batch.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Let's just do it. No, let's just leave and hope that it changes. Because this is not really working for me. Please be different people. It worked so well in the past. Oh, here we go. I don't remember any of you being here. All magic users though. Bloody useless. Oh, look at them. They're all magic users. What am I supposed to do with all of you? Yamato. It may have to be you, quite frankly. Level 43. Level 44. Aya. Okay, 44 Aya, it is.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
I don't care.
I shall fight.
Nicest possible way, I do not care. Sorry, Nephilim, you were amazing, and I spent so much points on you. But in your high levels, you're really carrying the team. I just want someone who can use these arrows.
Your lead.
Sorry.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best.
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Oh, yeah, me. Okay, and then we're gonna leave. And then we're gonna come back. Warrior over 46. Warrior over 46. I don't think I'm gonna get one. Warrior over 46. No, once again, they're all magic users. Ooh, 47. Sorry, Aya. I'm literally getting rid of you the moment I found you.
Should you wish to pick your foes off from afar?
Huh.
You need...
I don't even know you.
Fair travels, Arisen.
Bye.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
You've seen battle. God, look at your face. She's got scars galore. Okay. Sarah's just going to stay with the party, I think. Okay, now, can you please take these arrows, give to Ruby all. I have 2 unmaking arrows. Give to Ruby 2. Please, for the love of God, prioritize those. I beg of you.
When those clouds cover the sky, this world will meet its end.
Yes, I know, Sarah. I know.
When those clouds
Stop
cover the sky,
giving me anxiety.
This world will meet its end.
Once was enough. Stop saying it
Is there
twice.
nothing else to be done?
Look, the clouds haven't even accumulated. We've got plenty of time.
Let me think on this.
All right. Final rest. Let's go. Let's do it.
A good
Let's
sleep will ensure
do
we
it.
prepare.
You probably have 7 days, and I think I'm only on day 6. Oh. Have fun? Harry apparently
safe and
is as
sound.
careless as I am.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day.
Alrighty.
Off we go then.
Here we go. Saving is useless, but I'm doing it anyway.
Getting rested, I trust?
If you could please use that arrow of unmaking, both of them, that'd be super swell. This is going to be really hard, I feel. Okay, let's play it safe. Play it safe. Can everybody help me in this battle as well? It's not just my pawns and I. I brought you all here for a reason, you know. So you can die at the hands of the dragon. Leonog has a scar. Oh shit. Really? Really? What? Did he have Dragon's Plague this entire time? How could he have? He's been so attentive. And useful. What? No, this must be the ending. Jackal! Come on, man. Fight it off. Fight it off. Come on, man. You've been with me this entire time. Is this how it is to be, then? Wait, can you at least bring my pawns with me? Because, I gave one an arrow I really want her to use. Plus, I'm incapable of doing this. What if you played a trickster? You have to have your pawns with you. Okay, I guess we do this again. Oh my god, I'm all the way back here.
Worlds uncountable created, only to be snuffed out by candles.
It's so difficult to get there.
Eventually,
your undulating is not making this any easier. Please monologue for a long time.
To overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity.
Totally not listening. Sorry.
I speak of the dragon. By the great will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Arisen. This world has been safeguarded by the dragon.
This is not a helpful perspective. Give me my perspective back. What? That wasn't why. What's the point?
To form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how
oh god, so I've got to look out for damage.
The dragon serves to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to oppose it.
Oh, this is traumatic.
This is the true meaning of the dragon's dogma.
As if this isn't difficult enough. You keep changing my camera angle.
Everyone in this world had a role to play.
I mean, I'm trying to get as high as I can.
The well-crafted tale has no excuse.
Should I have gone down?
There must be a reason for each character's inclusion.
Seriously?
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
That should even one of these characters stray
Are you
from their
serious?
cycle, the tale entire will
Can you flip me back over? Because this is going to take way too long to get anywhere.
And if it does, their world will end.
Oh my fucking god. Seriously?
Such is the choice.
We thought this was a fucking good idea. Can we just do the battle already? This is just stupid. I'm going as fast as I can literally go, game. Don't even try me. I don't know what you want from me. Was I supposed to have hidden behind a thing? Was I supposed to hide behind a... How was I supposed to have known... How was I supposed to have known I would hide behind a fucking spike? Like, the obnoxiousness of this game. To go, ooh, you should have known. It's like, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? I was a bit scared of the shit coming up behind me that I was trying to save myself from. And suddenly I'm supposed to know I have to stop and hide behind a spike? Get fucked.
Born in the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle.
I can't make it to a spike. I literally can't make it to a spike. I have to backtrack.
Only nothingness awaits them now.
I'm sorry. Fucking what? Oh, you need to go behind a spike because otherwise you're going to get burned to death. Oh, oops, sorry. But you can't make it to the next spike before you get burned to a crisp. So if you try to hide behind the one that you can get to, oh, whoops, sorry, the tentacles get there. Sorry. The fuck? What the fuck is this? I thought I was going to struggle in battle and not put up with this bullshit. Am I supposed to be further down the wing and I'm not supposed to be going in a straight line?
The pawns are no exception. Born in the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle.
This is ridiculous.
Yet, the dragon, that role has been unwritten. Only nothingness awaits them.
This is the stupidest thing I've done all day, and I've done some pretty stupid things in this game today. Can you stop setting your own wing alight? Jesus.
Of oblivion, only to become one with oblivion itself.
I really don't care about your stupid story. This is painful enough as it is. It's probably she's not getting blown off, honestly, because she's not exactly holding on. Not what she is now. I don't know why you put your credits over the ending of the game. Like, can we not just appreciate the game? Well, Jackal's back, for what it's worth. You're not doing much. Are you here for moral support? Or are you actually going to attack me? Moral support! Well, that's nice. Oh, no, you are here to fuck up my day. Thanks. You couldn't have just left well enough alone, could you? Okay, no, we're in a cutscene.
Tis clear to me now, Arisen.
What?
I am no longer a mere vessel.
And?
Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own.
Okay, yay for you. You're still my healer, so, you know.
Tis the means to shape the world as one desires. Master!
Have fun dying, Jackal. That's what your free will gets you. I don't know why you didn't do this earlier. Ugh. Ew, we're going inside it. Ugh. Don't know that I like that. You do realize you're also very high in the air. And you have to fall because gravity's a thing.
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten.
There's a piece going through my body. Is that supposed to happen?
It aches.
Can we just get to the final
A
battle?
new world comes.
Or is there no final battle? Nothing to do with Ulrika.
A new tale
or Philomena
is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch it.
I really don't care. It's not like I have any emotion towards you other than irritation. Okay, sky's blue. It's no longer red. It's a good start. Water's back. Hopefully it's not briny. Have fun rebuilding. Hopefully things didn't get decimated in the cloud. Closure. Experienced the end of the cycle. Goes fun. He's gonna make a good king. But Allard is still there? How is that man still in power, I ask you? What's with the low quality? Why is it all pixelated? Why are we seeing a random wood hut? I have to listen to this song outside of the game and also look up the lyrics. The singing is really hard to hear.
Open my eyes on the world.
Aww, sapling! So what happened to the original Arbor Heart though? Aww, it's taking root. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed it or not, but when I had to do everything a second time, I killed Ragnar the correct way and then I revived him. Oh, he's with faces. Oh, you two are actually quite cute together. I like it. Hey, Hugo. Wait, you're supposed to be at the shop, man. What are you doing out here in your thief gear? Your bandit gear. Get thee to the shop. I was leaving his blades behind.
And let the drama unfold. All told, we'll be glad that we got to play. Open my eyes.
You better stay evacuated.
On the road that will lead me into the dawn. I don't know where it will take me to, but I know I'm alive and I will make my way. Made my choice. I finally see that
We already saw you, but okay, we'll see you again. Are you just showing him because he's the person I had the highest affinity with? I think that's probably it. Your dearest friends, Glindry. Only because I did his quests. Brant. Ulrika. I haven't seen her in half the game. Your stalwart allies. Nephilim. She was great. I liked her. Slenretta. Annoying, but great. Melly. Fucking Melly. My god. You mean pawn. Jackal. Your journey lasted 113 days. I kind of spammed days though for a bit, so I don't know if that's a true counting of my experience. And this is the normal credits. Okay, holding to skip. Although I suppose I could have done my outro over there, so to speak. Does he get to go on the boat now because the brine's not stopping him from leaving? Go get him, sir. Go live your best life. What's happened to me, though? What happened to me and my pawn? Yeah! Liberation! Are we just going back to the main menu screen? Aegis, level 49, playtime 41.5 hours. I don't think it's entirely correct because I did spend the occasional time in a menu while I looked up stuff on Google and watched stuff. So I think it's going to be slightly less than that. Enemies felled 1795. Times fallen 7. We don't speak of this. Wakestones used on self 4. Wakestone used on others 2. One was the random dude back at the bandit camp, the random warrior, and the second guy was Ragnar. So yeah, eternal wakestones used. I didn't get one because the Sphinx didn't work. Well, the arrow for the Sphinx didn't work. Same. Network Aegis. Didn't get to touch Major Sorcerer the entire way through. Kind of sad about that. Kind of really sad. And the menu screen is looking all pretty again, instead of the doom and gloom it was previously. Restart game with current level and equipment. I don't understand why people do New Game Plus. It sounds really boring. Okay, well, let us choose this screen, for lack of any other screen, to run through my thoughts. Oh, what to say about this game? I think, obviously, if you've watched the entire thing and haven't just skipped straight to the end to hear my thoughts, you've heard what I've thought as the game has progressed. But let me go into a little more detail. Let's start with actually an overarching opinion. I feel this game started very, very, very high. I just compulsively wanted to play all the time. But my colleagues and me were all like talking about this game nonstop. Well, we worked, but every time we had a chance, we'd speak about our experiences and whatnot, and how much we, enjoyed the game. And have you done this quest? Oh, we did something this way. Oh, really? That's a thing. And it was really fun. It's really engaging. It's really nice when there is a game that my coworkers play that I play, because I play so many goddamn games. Usually in my previous workplace, there was always somebody who played at least one game that I played. But at my current workplace, it's really hard to find someone who plays the games that I do, because so fewer number of them are gamers, but they're also just like even more casual gamers than I am. Actually, can you even call me a casual gamer? No, I'm a casual gamer. And it's really hard because our tastes don't always overlap. So Dragon's Dogma is a game that most of them are playing, the ones who game. So it is really nice to be able to chat about that. And however, in saying that, it started on a 9. It really did. As I said, I always wanted to play. I always wanted to talk about it with my coworkers. I just always wanted to engage and just explore more of this world. And quests, let's be honest. Less the exploring, more the questing, and find out more about this story. So it went a solid 9 for a good week. I have to say that today, it's gone from a 9 to probably a 5. I mean, that feels kind of low given how strongly it started. So I might say a 6. There you go. A 6 out of 10 for me. Because that ending was just... Actually, saying the ending, the pacing through the whole game is weird. But it just becomes more prevalent towards the end. And I don't understand so many things that have happened and things that didn't happen. So the game starts... You don't have your memories, but you know you're Arisen, and you need to prove that there's a false Arisen on the throne, and they need to prove the misdeeds of Disa, the Queen Regent, and those who support her and are around her, to then stage a coup to overthrow them and prove yourself as the true Arisen with the aid of Brad and Sven. That's the original premise of the game. And it starts out fine. You get a lot of main quests to do. I got bored of Vermont and wanted to go to Batal, so I did. But really, I just was following the quests as I was supposed to, and I was enjoying it. We were getting new nuances of the politics in Vernworth and the different places throughout Vermont. I still think that shit's a terrible name. You might just call it Vermin while you're at it. But once you got past those initial quests, those main, which took me a long time, yes, because I kept doing everything else but the main missions. But once you got past that, that's when the game started to falter. When you hit the coronation, things went downhill. 1, I did not like being locked out of Wilhelmina's romance simply because I didn't do it prior to the coronation. Like, where's the signposting? How am I supposed to know that it's supposed to be done prior to that point? I don't understand how I'm supposed to have this knowledge. And I don't even know if it's only Ulrika and Wilhelmina who you can romance in this game. I've just seen things about it, so I know that you can romance those 2 characters. I don't know if you can romance any of the others. Why is it only 2 women? Surely there have to be men you can romance, but who would even be your options? You never get an opportunity to give items to any men like Brant or something. So if that's the case, if they are the only 2 like actual romance options, I don't just mean affection levels. I mean like actual, there is a romance plot. You do quests for them to continue your romance with them or whatever. Obviously not on Dragon Age Inquisition levels or Dragon Age Origin levels, but more than just affinity, which the other characters have. If it's just those 2 characters, I'm disappointed for the lack of variety. But as I said, I'm very much annoyed at the lack of signposting and telling you and making you aware that you have to get this done and started before you do the coronation. There should have been something that gives you a warning before you do the coronation, like, hey, things will be locked out if you continue with this main quest. Take a second to just take stock, look at your romance options, like just give you a warning. Like, obviously it doesn't be that on the nose, but just something that made you stop for a second and just think about it. Because for me, I just thought it was another quest. It's just another main quest you do to continue along the path of the game. Like there was no reason for me to assume that it would lock me out of parts of the game. So very upset about that. The coronation itself was an absolute non-event. Having us arrive, but then have your pawn have issues and then you have to leave without going to the coronation. It just... There are many ways they could have done that and still had your pawn under the effect of the Godsway. That was not it. That is in fact the worst way they could have done it because we didn't see anything. They didn't show us anything of the coronation. And not showing us the coronation does not benefit us in any way. There's no positive to us not seeing the coronation. So there's only negatives to not showing it to us. I really wish they'd gone committed and shown us the coronation and had the people of Vermont specifically, because I don't think anyone's traveling for the coronation, you know, just lapping it up and lavishing their attention on this false sovereign. Like, I just think it would have been very interesting to have seen people essentially praising this false entity. And it's another missed opportunity by having that just completely missing. I don't like that. So the coronation onwards, things started to get a bit off for me. Being locked out of quests that I didn't even know were a thing that I had to do at that point. And then as we got to Batal, there's just a remarkable lack of side content. There was so much at the beginning of the game, you know, I literally spent half this game doing side quests instead of the main mission because I was so intrigued and wanted to just enrich my play by doing all these side quests. And so Vermund, had so much life and there was just so much to see and do quest-wise. And then by the time you got to Batal, it's like, I may have done 2 side quests, like, question mark? I don't feel like I did any. I didn't really get accosted by people in the streets who gave me quests like I did in Vermund. None of the NPCs I spoke to were giving me quests. So I don't know if I've just missed them by not speaking to the right NPCs, or there just aren't any side quests in Batal. And specifically Bek Batal. It feels empty. There's this massive, massive country and it felt empty. Did they run out of time? Did they just care less about Batal than Vermund because Vermund was the beginning of the game so they wanted it to be strong? I don't know the reason for it, but Batal was such a weak entry into the game compared to Vermund, and I can't forgive that. They have to lose points on my overrating of the game because of it. So the moment I officially, not unofficially, officially made my way into Batal, that's the first turning point after coronation. They were pretty much synonymous. As soon as we got the coronation underway, I got the permit and I went to Batal anyway. So yeah, the 2 events happened together. From that point onwards, the game started going on a downhill slide for me. It wasn't as dramatic a downhill slide as opposed to the very ending, which just completely nosedived into shit territory. But it definitely started getting less fun for me. And I don't feel like you had NPCs in Batal and Bek Batal that were as resonant and as useful to you as they were in Vermund. They really built up Nadinia in the trailers, like, ooh, this really high-ranking Beastren woman. You speak to her twice. She never gives you quests. You never really interact with her at all. It feels like such a waste of an NPC. I'm out here doing good deeds for her, and she just can't even give me the time of day, except for like a thank you. I feel it just seems like such a wasted avenue. She could have given me so many quests, and you know, we could have set up peace treaties between our 2 nations if I was the Arisen destined for the throne, or at least, you know, had an in with Sven. So, you know, with politics was another angle we could have taken, and just nothing happened. Batal was a big nothing burger. Very frustrating. And then all of a sudden, it's like, ooh, you need to hasten after Phasis. It's like, huh? What? This has come out of literally nowhere. Like, I know he's doing research on the God's Way. We've seen the effect of the God's Way. And you're telling me I now need something stronger to counteract the effects and override it. Okay, I get that. But now we're racing against time to get to this tower and kill this Titan and then beat him there because he's going to suddenly summon a dragon that I didn't know he was summoning, and trying to control. Like, what? Just put the brakes on for a second. What? Where did this come from? Why was there the sudden shift in the narrative? I feel like the narrative should have been leading there into that moment, but it didn't. It wasn't leading there. We were still on politics back in Vermund. We weren't over in Batal and southeast of that to Volcanic Island, with all that. That's not where the focus of the game was. The focus of the game was in Vermund, and I don't feel like I finished the politics there. I know I missed out on a quest with Wilhelmina, which dealt with some of the politics there. She dealt with Allard to an extent. I don't know what the quest entailed, just that it had something to do with Allard. So maybe some of my loose threads were in that missing quest. Something about a rose and thorns, I don't know the quest name. So there might have been a loose end with Allard that got tied up there that I don't know about. But I just feel like Sven didn't really do anything. He was like, let's go discover the things that my mother's doing. I'll aid you, Arisen. And he just didn't really do anything for us. So that didn't really help. And Brant was guiding us, but we still didn't really go anywhere with figuring out the situation in Vermund. And then to just suddenly be hieing off after Phasis, when he's kind of been introduced as a peripheral entity, he wasn't really the main focus or even a focus. It's just, oh, he exists. Haven't really been introduced to him. And then all of a sudden, oh, he's in front of me and we're chasing him. It's like, what? Could we not have had a conversation with the man other than the 2 seconds at the Masquerade Ball before we suddenly start chasing after him? Could we not have understood his goals before we started chasing after him? Because it just feels like it was rushed and I didn't understand, and the game just took a left turn from the politics it had been dealing with, and the politics just got thrown by the wayside. At that point it was like, who fucking cares who's ruling Vermont? Because it doesn't matter. We have bigger problems to worry about, and I didn't appreciate that. I felt like if the bigger problems were going to be the point of the game, that should have been more of a focus than just Vermont. I just realized the time of day is changing on my screen. I'm not even looking at my screen as I'm talking. I'm actually looking at my second monitor for God knows what reason. And my hands as I gesticulate. So, yeah, we started going on a massive downhill, rushed turn as we went to Moonglint Tower. Never heard of it. My pawns seem to know what it was. And then you literally speed run Volcanic Island, chasing after this Titan, which is an absolute bitch to kill. That was not fun. And as I mentioned at the time, not knowing whether I was supposed to stop and kill it or whether I was supposed to be racing ahead to get to the tower as soon as possible, that was really frustrating, not knowing my clear goal. If it was going to give me a choice, it should have specified that I had a choice instead of just leaving me in uncertain territory and like kept hesitating, like, should I be doing this? Should I just be running ahead? It was very, very infuriating. And then also having to hit specific parts on its body when you don't have the stamina to climb to its head. Also very frustrating when you couldn't really utilize the side as much as I wanted to jump onto him effectively because he was too far away from the sides. I tried multiple times and just fell onto the ground face first. So that was frustrating that we just speed ran an entire island. We finally get to where we're supposed to go, and then suddenly he's summoning a dragon. It's like, what? Why are you even doing this? And why now? This seems like a strange choice. And then suddenly you're in battle with the false Arisen, which I didn't actually realize until after the fact, really, that we'd just slaughtered Arthur and his fake pawns. It's just, that's the way we deal with the false sovereign? Like, really? We kill him in an inconsequential battle. And that's the end of him. Nothing more is ever said of him. Talk about anticlimactic, considering that was the whole point of the game, was to overthrow the false Arisen, and now he's just kind of dead in a corner. What? What was the point? It could have been anybody except, and his presence wasn't even required. Actually, that's a fucking good point. His presence wasn't even required. They weren't using pawns, as far as I could tell. They would just look like normal soldiers, normal warriors. His God's way wasn't required because Phasis had his own staff. Why was he even there? I don't even know. He wasn't required for the dragon summoning. That's even weirder now that I think about it, that he's there. It's like you're a loose end and we can't figure out what to do with you. Bye-bye, we're going to kill you off in this battle. It's just so weird. And tied into that, never speaking with Disa. I know I barged into her room unintentionally at one point in time. I could have spoken to her, but I was afraid I would have gotten thrown out with guards because, you know, I'm the Arisen. I shouldn't be speaking to Disa. But just not even having some sort of scripted conversation between us. What the hell? It's like having the big villain of your game and the hero never interacts with the villain the entire game. Does that not seem weird to anyone else other than me? It's just strange. My throat is going to hurt so much out of this because I'm getting way too excitable and angry and passionate. So anyway, yeah, so then Phasis just passes out, question mark. And then suddenly you're fighting the dragon. I seriously thought that was the end of the game. That just came out of nowhere. I was like, what? The dragon? What? And then like I kill it and it was super easy. And then I was even more confused. Like, that's the end of the what? It can't be the end of the game. That was too simple. That what? And then you get to the end with the Pathfinder and he throws you back into a loop. I genuinely would never have figured out what I was supposed to do. In the corner, it takes away all your skills and it just has the item inventory. But when you press L1, it doesn't do anything. Usually when you press L1, you get, and then you press, I think, left, it opens up the inventory, but I never used that system the entire game. I accidentally hit it on many occasions, but I never actively chose to go into that menu. So I don't know if that would have worked in that instance, but because it's not a mechanic I used, it didn't occur to me that I was supposed to open my inventory and get an item out of my inventory, like the blade to kill the dragon. Would never have occurred to me at all. I know we had the blade, and I probably should have thought about the blade because we went to the effort to get it. But with everything that was happening, with the summoning of the dragon, and then me fighting the dragon, and then the coronation, then going back to fighting, like flying on the dragon and then fighting, like my mind was taken up with more important things than thinking about, oh, I should use this blade. So I think that was very poor signposting. I think that needed to have been clearer. I know there's a lot of people who are going to say, ooh, some people don't want their hands to be held while playing games. It's not even about hand holding. It's like foreshadowing and subconscious like messages. It's just not there. There's a lot more that could be done to subtly hint at what you're supposed to do. So then your mind can make the connection between A, B, and C, rather than trying to figure out the connection between A and C with no connecting point in between. So I think that was poor game design there to know what to do. I also still don't understand why stabbing myself injured the dragon and had us both fall into the brine. I'm confused. If I kill myself, shouldn't the dragon survive? Because the whole point is that one of us dies. It's like a whole Harry Potter situation. Neither can live while the other survives. But if you kill one, then the other one's gonna survive. I mean, technically, then you go into like Horcrux, Voldemort territory. But you get what I'm trying to say. That was actually a poor analogy now that I think about it, because the situation's completely different. But really, we have been chosen to be enemies. One of us must die so the other can survive. So if I kill myself, which was a strange choice that came out of nowhere, I really still don't understand what the point of that was. Why did the dragon fall out of the sky all injured and shit? It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't care that it's a special God's Way blade or God's Bane blade or whatever it was called. The point still remains. I have no idea what the importance of it was that killing me killed it, and then I didn't die. Did the Pathfinder save me? I don't understand. Because honestly, as far as the Pathfinder is concerned, the Arisen can die. That's the Arisen fulfilling their part of the bargain. They either live or they die to the dragon's hands. So I don't think the Pathfinder stood in and saved Aegis. I feel like just because the dragon died instead of Aegis, I don't understand the plot point. It's really frustrating when a main plot point occurs and I don't understand it, which means it just invalidates my ability to feel anything about it. I can't feel a certain way about it because I don't understand it. I mean, I feel negative about it because I don't understand it. I feel negative that it's presented in a way that I can't understand it. But other than that, I can't have any other feelings about that moment. But anyway, leading back to that, then we awaken in the new world. So after all that rushing, abruptly feeling like I'm at the end of the game and feeling really off about it, and then suddenly I'm not at the end of the game. I mean, like I am, but it wasn't the end of the game as I expected it to be. It's not a very good build-up of tension. It's not very good storytelling. It's not very good gameplay. That's one of the lowest points of the game. Having me trying to figure out if we're suddenly at the end of the game, despite it feeling like it wasn't supposed to be the end of the game, then believing it's the end of the game, and then being told, whoop, nope, not the end of the game. Like, that is terrible writing. That is absolutely terrible writing. There are so many other ways they could have done that and built it up to understand, so the player could understand where we were at in the narrative, but no. Oh my god. It feels kind of like The Last of Us Part 2, where you think you're at the end after the Ellie and Abby conflict, and then you have that whole end of the game. But I can forgive it in that game because it makes sense in The Last of Us Part 2. It kind of just, like the way it was written, it doesn't make sense the way it's written here. It could have been done so much smoother to not feel so, abrupt is the word I keep using, but just out of place. It was rushed, weird. But okay, now we're in end of the world territory where the place is Fubard. If I had not put the mod on to get an increased Fairy Stone drop, I would have been crying tears of frustration, I kid you not. The only way I got through that with my sanity intact is because I had the teleportation options. Why? Because the ox carts were no longer in service, so you would have had to have literally run around the map for the fairy stones you didn't have to get to each location to fight the red stuff, which for the record, I don't know if fighting those dragons did anything. I really don't know if that benefited me in any way, shape or form, but to save the people, to evacuate everybody, which also didn't really do anything. What was the point? To have them all alive in the cutscene? I don't feel like I got any tangible benefit from evacuating everybody. And who evacuated Rest Town, by the way? Hello, Checkpoint Rest Town? I didn't evacuate them. I don't know how Murden was there alive. But yes, if I hadn't installed the mod, I would have been even more livid with that ending. And having to run across the map while shit's going down. And especially because I didn't realize that the clouds were encroaching. I know one of the pawns said it when I was heading back to Volcanic Island for the second time. But I didn't really see the effects of it until much later when I looked at the map. Hey, there's Glinda here. And that kind of made the panic set. Up until that point, oh, it's the beggar as well. I'd just been going about my business, like, okay, well, let's just casually go to this location and do this, and then, okay, let's move to this location, do this, and then all of a sudden, seeing the map being consumed by the clouds absolutely puts me into a panic. I do not like things that are timed. The Gregor thing was fine, yeah, I panicked over that, but that was a good kind of panic. This wasn't. This was a, oh my god, the next 2 hours of my life are going to feel rushed and just speed running it because I'm tense and anxious that I'm not going to save all these people before time runs out. Oh my god. That is a terrible feeling to have on somebody. I don't think it was necessary. I think having the false sense of rushing would have been better. By having everybody like, oh, the evacuation must happen immediately. Oh my god, time's running out. But like not actually having any tangible benefits. People might say that that's actually a weaker way to present it. And in a way it is. Because it's falsely representing the end of the world and how tragic it is and how desperate the situation is. But on the flip side, just don't rush me. Never rush me. I will do things at my own leisure, in my own time. Especially when it's prolonged. If it's just one little quest, like going to rescue Gregor, that's acceptable. The heightened tension is only, there for 15-20 minutes tops. Half an hour if you're particularly slow. But being in that heightened state of tension and just tenseness. My body was tense and I was anxious for hours. That is not a healthy state to put your player in. I do not think that was a good idea in any way, shape or form. I understand the reason why it was there, but I don't think it works. As someone who is prone to getting anxious about timed events in games. So I think there was another way they could have done that. My suggestion is probably not the best alternative, but I do think some brainstorming should have been, implemented to think of a better way than rushing your player and making them feel like they've got to just speed run the entire end of the game. So I didn't like that. And just, at the end of the game, it feels like all the politics we've built up until now just were irrelevant. Oh, Sven. Oh, Disa. Oh, Brad. Cool, great. Everyone's evacuated. Neat. Let's move on. Like, it felt like everything we did prior to that moment didn't matter. It was all just swept under the rug, evacuate all the people, and that's it. I didn't feel connected. I didn't feel like I had to evacuate specific characters and that I desperately had to get them out. I felt very detached because it wasn't doing a good job of making me feel attached in that moment because and all I could think about was feeling rushed. It just didn't have value for me. But the biggest offense of all is having the ending where you just don't even fight the dragon a second time. What? I'm sorry. I've evacuated everybody to this location as I was bid by this oracle lady I don't even really know. I've done what I've said that I was told to do. A dragon rift thing appears right at this evacuation zone. And from the false start I did previously, I know the true red dragon is coming through that rift in the sky. And you're telling me I don't fight it? That the fight I did previously was the endgame fight? What? So why do we get to swap out our pawns? Like, what's the point of swapping your pawns there? There's just no point. I was getting prepared. I was getting an archer in the party. I was getting the unmaking arrows there, so she had 2, so she could fire them on the dragon. Obviously, it wasn't going to unmake him in one shot like it does with the Sphinx, but I felt like, you know, it was going to take out a big chunk of his health, and it was going to be great. And this fight was going to be hard because the previous fight was like super easy. It was like easy mode, and so I was really psyched up for the final battle of the game. And then we had that shitty almost mini-game clusterfuck on its back, and then the pawn starts speaking about I granted it free will, and then we kill it, and then end? Am I dead? Is Jackal dead? Is the Pathfinder dead? I assume the Pathfinder's dead, given their dramatic conclusion. I shall not be there to see it. Like anyone gives a shit about you, man. Nobody cares about you. You've been in the game for a total of 2 minutes. Nobody cares about you. You are irrelevant. But what about the Arisen and your main pawn? I assume we're both dead. But I don't know for sure because the game hasn't seen fit to show me. And that's one of my pet peeves about games. Ambiguous endings. Sure, what is it? Outlast can get away with it. Kind of. Because you still got to Google afterwards to find out what the actual end of the game meant. But it kind of works for Outlast. That is not the kind of ending I want from my games as a whole. I want you to explicitly tell me what happens and if certain people have happily ever afters. Most especially the main freaking character. Hello? Like, I assume I'm dead, but there's also the unknown of, hey, maybe we made it. Maybe the dragon was over a body of water when I slayed it, so maybe I fell into water and survived. But then what does it say of my main pawn? It's a terrible ending. It's a really bad way to end your game. So, yes, the game started out incredibly strong, solid 9, loved it. That lasted about a week. And then it's just dropped down, 5 to 6, 5.5. I feel so bad because it doesn't fully represent the beginning of the game. The beginning game was amazing, but then it does correctly portray the ending of the game. The ending is just so bad. This is the story the writer wanted to tell, the creator wanted to tell. That's why he rewrote the game, because he wanted to tell it his way. But honey, this ain't it. Did anyone stop and tell you that this was a bad idea? Apparently not. So yeah, a 5.5 to 6. Very, very disappointing. And I think the vocation, sorry, my throat's killing me. It really is. I've been talking too much and too loudly and too emotionally. My throat hurts, but the vocations still didn't unlock Magic Archer. I don't know where that was happening. But maxing out your vocation so quickly in the game was shitty. I didn't like having so few skills that you maxed it out within, like, say, 6 hours of gameplay. It's like the game expects you to then try another vocation, and then when you max that one out, to then try another vocation. That's not how I want to play games. I want to have a class and stick to it. I wanted to get stronger and better as I play so that I actually feel powerful, and I feel like my gameplay has adapted throughout the game rather than staying stagnant the whole way through. This just led me to get bored very quickly and very easily, like with the Mystic Spearhand. Loved it at first. Once I maxed it out, very quickly got bored, and that's why I kept swapping and changing to the different classes like Trickster and then back to Thief and then Archer briefly, because spending that many hours doing the exact same thing in combat really is a drag. It's just repetitive for hours upon hours upon hours on end. That's like an extra 20 to 30 hours of combat being stagnant, which is why I felt like I had to change my vocation to change it up. But I shouldn't have to feel like that. I don't feel like that was very evocative class creation. And maybe I'm the only one who feels that way. Maybe people like the fact that they are encouraged to change their vocation at will. And they find that as a good thing. And yay for them. But for me as a player, that did not work for me. It really made combat a bit of a drag. I'm sure there's much more I can speak of. At the moment, I feel emotionally drained. I feel like I gave this game so much of me to start off with. to then have gotten nothing in return in the last third, I feel like it's just drained me utterly. And just the disappointment is immeasurable. I don't know how else to describe it. I feel disappointed by the ending of this game. And I know I'm gonna be in the minority. A lot of people are gonna think this was fantastic, great storytelling, but it really wasn't. It really wasn't, and just, it didn't give me any positive emotions at the end of the game, so. Yeah, fun to start off with, a disappointment to end on. I wish I could say something more positive about Dragon's Dogma 2, but unfortunately, that is the sentiment I am going to leave it on. I hope you guys did find far more enjoyment in this game than I did. I hope you enjoyed watching my playthrough. Let me know what you thought about the game in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.